Hey, it's Ryan from Tiny Giants, and welcome to the Excelsior College brand new podcast studio. We've put this together for the team here, and I cannot be happier about how this has all turned out. It has been a really fun exercise putting this all together, but overall, the pictures, the audio, the lighting, everything feels really good. So check out this tour of how we put it all together.
So since there's not going to be not going to be more than 10 patches at any one time, what I've done is I've made some color-coded cables so that people can easily see where they're patching from and where they're patching to. All the top section is inputs and outputs from the switcher, and the bottom will be patches in the room. So very easy to see, cool, this is what I've got, and you can see where things are patched. And you can just pull this off for a quick repatch wherever you need, and keeps it all nice and tidy. Very cool. Alright, update time. It's been a while. So I have got a lot of the equipment in, got the tables in and the TV mounts on the wall. Just got to pull an SDI out for each TV and then convert it to HDMI at the top. Done like a test fit of everything. Everything looks really nice. We've got the screens and the speakers sitting above on each side with the 255s on the inside. Rack is pretty much done. Just got some final tweaks to do it and all the internal patching, but that's looking really good. In the studio, things are looking great in here. I've just hung 2 of the bars already. I'll get the third one in once I get the grommets in the roof there. Got the TV on the wall. We've got the antennas in as well for the lapel mics and the camera up there. So that's all sitting there nicely. Soundproofing's all up and running. Boxes are on the wall. What I actually ended up doing is putting some power cons on there. So for the camera cables is going to be an SDI, Cat6 and PowerCon. So we actually got lock-in connectors on this side so that people don't walk by and knock out the camera power, which is pretty fun. So I've done that, 2 of them on each side, so you can have 2 cameras together, but it's going to start with at least 3 cameras in here. But overall, I'm really liking how this is all turning out. It's coming out really, really good. Turn on a couple of lights just to check it all out. Got the strip on the back of the TV, which actually looks really nice. Just the 5-meter AMRAN kit, so it's all controllable via Sidus Link, which is going to be great. Got 2 other bulbs to go on lamps as well once that gets in, but the carpet's down now. Well, the protective has been removed, so it's looking and sounding really good. Alright, so we've got the set in, which is looking great. Got the cameras lined up as well, made these looms for them, so it's got a PowerCon, Ethernet and BNC on them. So that will just go up to the cameras. I'll cable manage them on the tripod so it's all nice and together. But it just means one little loom going to each camera, which is awesome. Just gonna hang some bits and pieces there for the set, but other than that, it's looking great. I'm going to test the audio for all the channels and such like that, but turning out really good so far. The control room is mostly built, so I just got to get everything hooked up and tested. Yeah, getting very close. We're on the pointy end now as well. Also, got an on-air light, which is up there. Fun.
So here it is. It's all done. I'm so happy how this has all turned out. It's been a big job putting this all together, building the rack, working with the construction team and putting this all together, but overall, I'm so stoked how this has come together. And even turning to things that I wouldn't normally do. So we're actually using the Pixus 6K cameras here for the studio. Ordinarily, I would have used one of the live cameras, like as a broadcast, or one of the studio cameras. But knowing that the autofocus is coming for this camera, that's one of the key things that got me excited for this. So I can go through and control all the cameras here, even see a multi-view of them all, control all the iris, exposure, frame rate even. It's really cool to actually be able to walk around and just make sure all the shots are good, even if you're by yourself. So pretty happy how that's all come together. But yeah, the pictures look great having full frame, especially in the small area, trying to give yourself a little bit more depth, because you wouldn't normally have, this much out of focus behind me in such a small room. But I'm super happy how this has all come together. And even all the control of the lighting through Sidus Link as well. All the lights are Sidus Link compatible. So for example, I can, this lamp behind me, I can, turn that off, change colors. All the lights here are RGB, so you can do whatever you want with that. But I've kept all the key lighting, all daylight, just so it matches with the TV screen. So all your colors will come through accurately there. But added a bit of warmth to the backlight here to help with that. Also added a security camera there. Hello. The idea being that in the control room, you can see anyone else in the room, see what's happening, anything that's out of frame. So it just gives you a visual of what's actually happening inside the room when you don't have that visibility. Yes, so we have audio options wise, we have the SM7DB. I got the DB because it has the preamps built in, just to add a little bit more level to those. We also have Sennheiser wireless mics if you want something more discreet. And we also have an in-ear setup with a headphone adapter. So your host or anyone who needs to be on a headphone can do that. You can also put cans on if you wanted to as well. But it means that your host, for example, can be listening to the director who's feeding questions, whatever you need for that setup. We have HDMI in the room at every point. So there's 2 points in the room here. There's also 2 in the control room. So someone can drop their laptop in, plug it in, and put it up on the screen if they want to pick content up. You can load an image into the media store on the ATEM itself if you wanted to. Everything here has been designed for up to 4K 60 recording. All the cabling, cameras, recorders, switches, everything's 4K 60 capable. Won't necessarily be that, but it just means that you can use whatever format or frame rate you want depending on what you're shooting. I love the fact that we're recording to the Hyperdeck Extreme 8K. So that gives us 4 feeds at once. So I'm actually recording this on there at the moment in H.265. I've got all 4 camera feeds recording all in real time, all with the same timecode, all with the same audio. So this will mean that when I'm editing, this is all going to drop straight in the timeline. I can cut it however I want, and it comes together super easily. So that's a quick rundown of this studio. I'm stoked. This has come out really nicely. I'm kind of sad that it's not mine, to be honest, because it'd be great to be able to keep shooting content in here, but the client is absolutely stoked about how this has turned out. He wants to, even work out of here if he can, because it just feels great in here. So overall, really happy how this has turned out. You'll also be able to adjust this. So if you want to do like something standing, for example, or on a stool, if you want to do some training, we'll probably have this angle with the nice backdrop there. The screen is also on a flexible mount, so you can actually bring that out to bring more in line with the screen, with the cameras as well, if you wanted to have content to screen while you're filming. But yeah, overall, super happy. It's come out really nicely, and thanks for joining me on this tour. I hope you've enjoyed, and let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts, queries, death threats about this. I've been recording more content. I'm trying to get more content out. I'm sorry, it's been a while, but going to try and get that out for you guys super soon. And yeah, till next time, see you next time.